My name is Delilah. I am 29 years old, and I live in Houston, Texas. I work as a wedding planner. My husband's name is Stephen. He's 33, a lawyer. We met at work 10 years ago, and married just 1 year later. We were happy. We shared dreams. We supported each other. I thought our love was strong, unshakable, real. But I was wrong. My younger sister's name is Phoebe. Our parents always told us to stay close, to love each other no matter what. But 12 years ago, tragedy struck. Our parents died in a car accident. I was broken. Completely shattered. But I knew, I had to stay strong for Phoebe. I became more than her sister. I became her mother. I worked hard. I made sacrifices. Every day, I carried her future on my shoulders. For 8 years, I built a life for us. Finally, Phoebe left for New York to study. I was proud, so proud. My life wasn't perfect, but it was peaceful. And after 4 years, she came back. She was 22 now. Pretty. Confident. Full of life. I was so happy to see her again. But the moment my husband saw her, everything changed. Stephen froze. His eyes locked on her. He stared at her like she was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. He didn't even realize she was my sister. Something inside me felt wrong. I asked, "Stephen, why are you looking at her like that?" He didn't answer. He just looked down, silent. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. My sister and my husband? No. That was impossible. But slowly, painfully, I saw the truth. Stephen wasn't the same. He grew distant. Cold. He stopped speaking to me with love. And Phoebe, my Phoebe. She didn't seem to care about my feelings anymore. Then one night, Stephen came home, angry. His eyes burned with accusation. He said, "You're pregnant with another man's baby." My whole world stopped. It was a lie. A cruel, ugly lie. I had done nothing wrong. Hearing those words from the man I loved, it broke me. I begged him, "Stephen, please, listen to me. I would never do that. I would never betray you." But he didn't believe me. He blamed me, without proof. And still, I tried to love him. Still, I held on. Then came the day that shattered me completely. I went to the mall. Just an ordinary Thursday. But what I saw destroyed me. Stephen and Phoebe. Walking together. Holding hands, like lovers. My heart stopped. I followed them quietly, praying I was wrong. But then, he took her into a jewelry store. Through the glass, I watched him slip a ring onto her finger. My husband. The man I had trusted. Giving a ring to my own sister. I couldn't breathe. My hands shook. It was like watching my life burn down in front of me. The next day, I found them sitting in the living room. Laughing. Talking. Like nothing had happened. I stood in the doorway. I said, "Wow. My husband and my sister. In my own house." I turned to Phoebe. "Did you ever think about me? The sister who raised you? The parents we lost?" She said nothing. So I asked again, my voice breaking. "Did you forget about me when you hugged him?" She whispered, "I didn't plan this. But he loves me now." I looked at her and said, "No, Phoebe. That's not love. That's shame." You didn't just steal my husband. You buried your sister. Then Stephen spoke. Cold. Sharp. Phoebe will stay here now. She'll live upstairs. If you want, you can stay downstairs. If not, the door is open. Tears filled my eyes. The man I once called my husband was treating me like a stranger in my own home. That night, something inside me broke. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I kept asking myself, why me? What did I do to deserve this? But deep down, I knew. I had trusted the wrong man. Phoebe tried to talk to me. She said she hadn't planned this. But her words could never heal what she destroyed. One night, I heard her crying. I found her curled up on the floor, shaking. Through tears, she said, "I'm sorry. I didn't want this." I looked at her and whispered, "You destroyed us. Today, Phoebe, you belong to no one." The next morning, I packed my bag. I was leaving. Phoebe grabbed my hand, begging me to stay. She said, "This is your home. I'm the one who's wrong. Please, don't go." I looked at her. My heart cracked again. Even after everything, I still feel your pain. But I can't live like this anymore. I'll leave, not because you deserve peace, but because I still love you as my sister. And I walked out. Stephen looked at me. Not sorry. Not ashamed. He was proud. And that's when I understood. He never loved me. And he never loved her. He only used us both. I felt small. Broken. But I knew one thing, Phoebe wouldn't last long with him. And I was right. I moved into a small house. I opened a salon with the little money I had. Day by day, I grew stronger. I smiled again. I found myself again. Weeks later, Phoebe showed up. Her clothes were torn. Her body weak. Her spirit broken. She fell into my arms, crying, "Please forgive me. I hurt you, but I still love you as my sister." She was wrong. But she was honest. And in that honesty, I forgave her. I never thought about Stephen again. He had taken enough from me. But Phoebe? She was still my sister. Now, 5 years later, we live together. She works with me at the salon. We're not perfect. But we're happy. And we're strong. And I've learned something every young woman must know. Respect is not a gift. It is your right. We all make mistakes, that is life. But do not stay stuck in guilt. Forgive yourself. Because forgiveness heals. Hate only destroys you. And remember this, if love feels like pain, it is not love. It is a warning. Protect your heart. Trust yourself. Because you are stronger than you think. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.